Chase Tree and Tractor Service, with 25 years of experience in tree removal. Serving the Midcoast of Maine, licensed and insured Maine arborist. Whether it's a pesky blowdown or a hard-to-get tree that needs removal. When you need an experienced professional, Jake Chase is the man for the job. Call 207-242-8961 or email him at chasetreeandtractorservice.jc@gmail.com.
LCTV is your nonprofit community media station. Please donate at lctv.org to keep us strong. Thank you.
One, two, three, four. Well, I've been rolling in since the clock came Monday morning. From the end of the week, I'm bound to blow. Breeze walking to the honky-tonk like a pack of wolves now. Order up around the stripes and it's away we go.
Hello everybody, it's Wuzzup time again. I'm Larry Sidelinger, and again my special guest host is Miss Sal from the YMCA, Sally Farrell. Sal, this is our last week together.
I know, I still haven't got upgraded.
I know, we're gonna
it.
have to do something here about this. Maybe in editing we can fix that or something.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Tell me, you had your family fun night last week,
yeah,
and I forgot all about it. You got the gluten-free pasta, and I got into high school basketball playoffs, Lincoln, and didn't go well for Madomic, didn't go well for Lincoln, but sure went well for Oceanside, as both boys and girls
and
are
they
in the
said
state.
that if they both win states, they're both going to have perfect seasons. That's amazing.
Both teams have a record over the last 3 years of like 60-2 or 3 or something like it. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
It's ridiculous, and congratulations to them.
Yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing. So I want to go back to the family fun night.
All right, tell me about the family fun night.
We had it on Friday, and it was going to be our first one ever. We had it scheduled 3 weeks prior, but then there was bad weather. School got canceled early, so we had to postpone. It didn't make sense, and the weather wasn't good, so we were kind of nervous because it was, first of all, school break, but then the Lincoln Academy game, we're just not going to get a lot of people, but we've told the community, we've shared it everywhere, we're doing it. So I was working with Cynthia Weiss on food and plan for 40 people. We're good. Steve Peters was helping us, and we had a bunch of community partners there. We had 144 people show up.
Holy smokes. What'd you do, go out and buy the town out of spaghetti?
Well, luckily we had planned, we had already purchased we had made a big sauce, and we were planning on freezing some and giving some away to families. We didn't have any to give away, which was fine, but it was just unbelievable. And the kids and families had so much fun. Everyone was so appreciative of the night. So we're gonna, our plan is to do them during each month during the school months, and then April we always do our Healthy Kids Day.
Are you going to do a corned beef and cabbage like in March?
I'm not sure. You'll have to come do that. Are you going to cook?
Well, no, but I tell you, we did one for the chamber last year. We cooked 100 pounds of corned beef, and we didn't sell hardly any. I think we had 30 people or something like that.
Yeah, we're looking for food that pleases the kids too, I bet. Yeah.
But that was a great meal, that is.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work, but
they're
all a lot of work. So you've got another thing coming up. We're a little bit early, but you might not be back to tell us about it.
Oh, I will.
April. Okay, we're going to talk about it. But just give us a brief in April, all the big stuff going on.
April, our biggest is April 20th. It's a Y Day. It's Healthy Kids Day. And so it's celebrated throughout the nation and even the world. People come in their communities. Ys just have healthy activities for free for all the families in the community. And we get so many community partners. As you know, you help us so much. We get
that is so much fun.
Cars. Yeah, I think it's more fun for you than
I just love the dump trucks and the cars, the digger tools, and the race
cars.
cars.
We get to touch the fire trucks, get in them, and we just
They won't let me get one of those race cars. I might just drive off. Here I go, Chief Wallach.
Fair enough. And inside we have all of our community partners who are doing fun activities. Oh my gosh.
And you do some interviews with people?
Yep. 911 Communications has their own thing about safety with CMP and all these other people. It's just a really, really fun day. So that's April 20th. Our times are going to be coming out. It will be all over social media for people to come. And
I think we got to get a CMP line truck down there.
There you go.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, we'll talk to Maury to, he gets it all organized for us. And we've been working with Emily too, so it's
that'd
great.
be cool. Casey's back from vacation.
She's back from vacation. I haven't seen her yet, but we'll connect. It's been busy the last couple of weeks, so.
What else? Anything else going on?
There's always things.
Little League and softball starting here pretty soon for
They're
the kids?
going to be starting, I think they're going to be doing their tryouts in our gym, and we have our basketball tournaments for our travel team. So we have one tomorrow for all the girls, 3rd and 4th grade teams, and the 5th and 6th, and then in a couple of weeks we have it for our boys teams. So that's always fun. So many people at our Y, it's unbelievable, so.
It's starting to rebound finally from COVID.
Oh, beyond that.
Kind of getting your legs underneath you and whatnot. Yeah.
I mean, here's the silly thing, but Ron was telling me, we have been getting our dumpsters emptied every 2 weeks. We need them emptied every week now. There's just the usage and, the paper towels, the things that you order, the cleaning things have just, we have the space booked absolutely all the time. So it is just so busy. And right now with no sports, that's where all the GSB kids, so many kids get off the Nobleboro or Bristol bus. All the Lincoln kids come off their bus every afternoon. It is hopping there.
Yeah, it's cool.
So.
And, I see Jeff and Ron every morning when I'm walking.
Yeah, of course.
And great guys.
Yep.
And boy, those guys are on it. Jeff is like Mr. Clean. He even looks like Mr. Clean, doesn't he?
People call him that in the community.
He really even looks like, Susan and I walk the lap, we talk with Jeff with his Zamboni that he's walking behind and whatnot, all kinds of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to keep that facility in tip-top shape, and we are very proud. It always, people always comment how clean and how nice it looks.
It is, because you do have those people who don't know enough to wipe their feet that come in.
Yep.
And Jeff usually growls about that. Mud, and I found a pair of socks up there yesterday.
We had a lot of gymnastics classes yesterday,
so
that was probably a leftover
fun
from
stuff.
that.
So all the news that is news makes you snooze. Has to be the Lincoln County news. What's going on here this week? Bristol's going to have a comprehensive plan down there. Now, I heard from a fisherman down there, somebody said that they were going to not allow lobster traps in people's dooryard. Oh. That set them off.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine a fishing community couldn't put traps in your dooryard?
And I know that sometimes is the case, like when you have a neighborhood, a homeowners association. Yeah. Sometimes those are in the bylaws, and I know that fishermen, certain places, they haven't wanted to live in the past because that is part of them, and it just
That's like the mystique of living in a fishing town,
right? Never know. What
it's like a fishing traps to me is like a pile of firewood. It's just kind of, I know, because I've done both, but I know how much work goes into making them look just right. And there are people, guys that stack their traps, they've got to be stacked just right.
I know a few lobster boats that I would eat off the floor if it was cleaner than a lot of places.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You said you know Pat Johnston. Tell us about her.
Pat was an old quilting friend of my mom's. They did a lot of things together. She does these quilts for the veterans, and she gives them away.
That's fantastic.
And if anybody's got an extra $100 bill, send it up to Pat, and she'll make some quilts for the veterans. I think she can't remember. She told me how much money it takes to make a quilt, or how many she can make for $100 or something like that. But it's really impressive. And of course, I've known her husband Wayne forever. We grew up just a few houses apart as kids and whatnot. So and she makes some beautiful quilts. I don't know how many she's given away, but probably says in here somewhere. But,
probably. That's neat. And wow, shout out to the DPD. I'm so excited for them.
I wished I'd known something about that, because that would have been some good video.
Yeah, well, let's talk to Jason and tell him that.
Stop holding out, because he's not bashful in front of the camera.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
And his sidekick's with him right there. His son, he's amazing. He's so funny.
Was that little Jason right there?
That's little Jason.
I thought so.
He's hysterical. And he comes to our Healthy Kids Day every year and goes around. Maybe we could surprise the DPD at Healthy Kids Day.
Yeah. How about
Maybe
that?
we could have a little congratulations.
Yes, we
for
could
all
do
you
that.
do. That would be fun.
We could do that.
I'm sure no one will tell them if we, say it here.
Yeah.
So there was sad news about the Duncan family. A lot of people, know the Duncans. Jack just graduated from Lincoln last year. Casey is there.
He wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep, it was super icy that day. There were a chain of accidents, and yesterday, one of Jeannie, who's the mom, one of her friends started a GoFundMe, and Jeannie said, "It would be amazing. Do you think we could get $500? And her friend is like, "I'm pretty sure $500 will not be a problem." And right now, last I checked early this morning, it was at $31,000.
Wow.
So I really hope that can help her. She's staying at the Ronald McDonald House, but, a lot of people are traveling back and forth. Chad, the father, is an offshore fisherman, so, they're going to need the help to get through this, because they're thinking he's still in critical condition. They were able to wake him up a couple times, and they think it's going to be around it.
And he was up
8-month
around Augusta.
recovery. Yeah, he goes to school up there for being a lineman, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they think an 8-month recovery. So, I mean, that's going to be a big impact to their family and what they're going through.
Are they Bristol folks?
Nope, Newcastle.
Newcastle, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Boy, Casey had a great tournament, didn't he?
Yes.
He had he came off the bench there when Tyson got hurt, and he just got better and better and better.
Did that last game, he had 17 points.
Yeah.
He was the leading scorer. So, yeah, it's awesome to watch him.
Yeah.
And more basketball, we have Simon.
Yeah, I don't know this young man, but I saw him play when he was a senior at Coney High School.
Yes.
And he could have, and I found out he could have gone to Lincoln Academy.
Of course, because he lives
wow.
Yeah.
What a player.
He always went to all Phil Page's basketball camps, and everyone with Lincoln Academy grew up with them because his mother was from that area too. And he's just been fun to watch forever. He's just so quick and just, such great game IQ. So he's
and he
really
went to
fun
Bates,
watch.
so he's a smart kid too.
Yep, put it all together and figured out how to do the two things he loves.
Yeah. And down there in Westport Island, my buddy Jack Swanton, who used to sit on our board here at LCTV, he was arguing with him about assessment. And I think there's a conflict of interest when the select board is doing the assessing. I just, because in today's society of specialization, I mean, if I sat on a select board, what do I know about land assessing?
Right. Yeah, you
Not
should have
much.
an assessor. And then plus, you're also thinking, what does our town need to stay afloat from a tax base? So you might be biased in that way.
Yeah,
So.
it could affect your decision.
Absolutely.
The present moment is the only moment you have power over. Well, the power is to turn the page right here. And Weatherbirds, big news, they're changing their name. Now, she changed that name in honor of her mother or something?
That's what it said.
Yeah.
And they had another business, looks like in Massachusetts, so.
Yeah. And they're finally going to start the back parking lot.
Yep, so hopefully if
Crooker
or when
got the
we get it.
award. Harry Crooker got the award. I know Hagers didn't even really want it, so he put a high bid in just to say that he bid for it.
Gotcha.
But they're going to start it, I think, in the fall.
Hopefully after summer, right in time for Pumpkin Fest maybe.
Right after Pumpkin
I'm
Fest.
kidding, yeah.
I think was when they're going to
Good.
start it. And
Right, hopefully we don't have any big storms between now and then because, those businesses in the back parking lot are just getting beat up over and over again.
Yeah. Newcastle's going to get a new fire truck.
I guess so. It's exciting.
800, 650,000, 700,000.
Maybe they'll bring it to Healthy Kids Day.
Well, they won't have it. They won't have it in time. It takes them like 2 years to get a fire
I know,
truck.
the bid process is a long one.
Yeah. Did you know this Wiscasset teacher, Matt Petrie?
Didn't, but it was so cool to read about him and how his kids are, I think Wiscasset they definitely need people like that to be the big cheerleader for all the kids.
They do.
And it's amazing.
Wiscasset, I was glad to see them have some success this year on the hardwood.
Yes.
Both boys and girls had a little
They
bit
beat Buckfield.
Yeah.
And I was following
and
them
the
too.
boys actually won a tournament game.
Yeah,
that's
exciting. They haven't had that in a long time.
Sure was. Yeah. They're going to do a special town meeting over there in Wiscasset. Reviews special town meeting warrant.
Well, we are in that season, right? Of
We are.
A lot of town meetings and budget seasons for things. So.
Yeah. I don't know. Parking lots, Weatherbird. You didn't go to the Historical Society talk?
I did not.
Yeah, I wondered. We was going to film this one, but the guy didn't want to be filmed.
Oh, okay.
He's a storyteller.
Oh, and maybe that just changes how he delivers. So.
Yeah, learn to find family memories. Looks like they had a crowd though.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to my friend Val that runs that place to see how they did.
And then we were. I laughed. Those were sheep shears last week in the Waldoboro Historical Society. What is it?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think to read that.
Some kind of trimmer, but I was off.
Yeah.
But what do we think this is? There's some type of.
Gosh, I don't know. I got no idea.
It almost looks like some kind of dustpan, but the valve looks something maybe for like almost bellows for a fire somehow. Maybe that pumps, and I don't know.
I got no idea.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out next Wednesday.
Yeah,
when
we'll
we
have
get the paper.
to read next week's paper. But I won't be here, so.
Neither will I.
Yeah,
so we'll have to
won't
leave
know.
that with Bobby.
But I was interested in this guy. I always wondered who owned that laundromat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah, he's owned it a long time too.
That's neat.
That's
Yeah, his background is interesting.
Yeah, I can't imagine running a laundromat. I bet there's something's broke down all the time.
All the time, and then
All the
people
time.
are
I can't imagine it.
angry and annoyed with you.
Can't imagine. And they still got issues going on with them Adomic. They don't want any oyster. They don't want any aquaculture over there. They're afraid it's going to affect the clams. And who knows whether it's right or wrong, but they're all about keeping their river clean, and more power to them.
Yep.
More power to them.
Well, you can't find, mussels anymore. So what's happened to them, right? Like something has changed to make them not living
and there used to be mussels everywhere. Everywhere. And so they just got a clean river. They can't say that the oysters ate the mussel food.
Right.
Just there's no mussels.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Printmaking in Paul Revere's America's presentation. Where the heck is that? Lincoln County Historical Association.
Yep. So
that's over there in the Dresden there, yeah.
Yep.
Huh. Yeah.
All the polling hours are listed in here because Tuesday it's voting. So.
What are we voting for this Tuesday?
Oh, I think it's all our primaries, right?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Super Tuesday, all our primaries.
Oh, that's on the national level, yeah. But is Maine doing it Tuesday?
I'm thinking if we have polling, then that's what we're doing.
Well, maybe.
Yep.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yep.
Did you ever hear of a women's magazine club in Debscotty Mills?
I hadn't.
I did
that
not.
Was interesting.
I started just glancing at it. I was like, huh.
And the names are always fun to see. You know, all these names that go back so far. In our community.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're betwixt and between. I would like to think we're on the other side of between right now. That's what I'm like. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of David Powney had a fact must be true.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty interesting.
Well, we had Dennis Anderson come by the Y and tell us it was going to be an early spring. So I figured he's pretty qualified when it comes to these things. He got kind of green thumb, right? Yeah. So I'm going to take that for everything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been a pretty mild winter. I mean, very mild today, but
right. But
overall, been pretty mild winter.
But this is usually then when we start
I
getting hit with snow.
I think I've only paid to plow maybe 3 or 4 times.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. A few editorials in there, nothing to get. Problems with medical debt, everybody can have that one fell swoop.
Yeah, it doesn't take much, right?
Yeah.
I love that the Rotary has 100 years of service. They are an incredible group. We have the Damerscott and Newcastle Rotary, and we also have the Salt Bay Legs. So it's kind of neat how that.
LCTV got that Paul Harris Award last
congrats.
year.
Yeah, that's right. I do remember that.
Good staff.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Yep.
A land surveyor technician course is offered.
Yeah, this seemed like a lot of different things that people can get into in terms of an education. So.
And you could, in 15 hours, you can be a land surveyor?
That seems like a little.
Didn't seem like much, does it?
Too few, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the high pressure boiler, so many of these jobs that are in such
these
high
kids, if you're
demand
not sure what you want to do, go to tech school and just try to figure out, try a bunch of different stuff.
Try things, see what you like.
Because you'll come out with some kind of a certificate degree or something, and you'll start at a good paying job.
Right, and you can get, apprentice or journeymans with all these great businesses
I think I was
in
talking
town.
to Timmy Stiles, his boy wants to be an electrician.
Yeah.
And if he does the 2 years term, he comes out with a journeyman's license already.
And all those schools, a lot of them are still on the free tuition because of COVID. It's, the main schools. I know EMCC is. I think SMCC.
I think you're right.
So, it definitely pays to do that.
Yeah. She sent a Vitaly, she had these kids up there. I wonder if she told them how painful it is trying to get a law passed with all these adults in the room. Right? All these people are supposed to be smart. How painful it is. Good Lord. Good Lord.
Look at that fly tie. That's amazing. Look at how intricate it is. It's pretty neat.
Ward Hitchcock. I bet you don't remember that name, do you?
I read this, but tell us about him.
That was right across the street from, it's diagonally across from where Bangor Savings is, out by my house.
Yep.
Just before the Belvedere Road, last house on the left.
Yep.
Yeah. When I was a kid, the Ward Hitchcock family lived there.
Okay.
Yeah, Winfield Cooper, Matty Hitchcock, yeah. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know, Calvin always comes up with something good, though, doesn't he?
I know, it's unbelievable.
And Alan Ray died. I didn't realize.
He
I didn't
drove
even know
all
he
my
was.
kids like.
I bet he did.
He always, at the end of the day, he'd give popcorn, different treats to the kids. He was just amazing. He made one of my daughters was not a dollhouse type, but he made a dollhouse, did a raffle. She won, and he's like, do you really want it? And she had him give it to someone else who would enjoy it more. But he understood what the kids were, and he was just great.
And I didn't realize he drove that bus for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
He was the manager down at Contel there for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Alan was sick. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And Albert Kaufman passed away. Mm-hmm. He's an old-time wood chopper.
Okay.
And I saw that Robert Tibbetts. Now, I went to school, the kid was just behind me in high school, Robert Tibbetts. Okay. Different Robert Tibbetts. I first saw him, I was like, wait a minute, that's really? Oh. Different Robert Tibbetts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This one might be a little older, it looks like. So. Yep.
Yeah. Is that David Lerner? I don't know him.
Who's that?
David Lerner.
Oh, that's Dan Lerner, and I actually do. If a relative.
You knew that fella?
A relative, yep. And
he was a radio station owner.
Yep, huge philanthropist in the area. So if you're ever at the Coastal Maine Botanical Gardens, they have the Five Senses Garden, which is the Lerner Five Senses Garden. That's him. And they have also, he and his wife have passed in the last 2 years, but the entire Welcome Center is named after them because of their service to that.
Sakes,
and
I did not know that.
Really huge. And he was one of the kindest and most generous people I've known him since I was 14 years old, and just an amazing person. So.
They were retired, living around here? Yeah. Did not know that.
Yep.
Did not know that. Yeah.
Oh, I see on our next page, the Bristol Parks, I walked around the beach the other day, and there was this huge evergreen tree, and if you looked, that's not where it fell. Like there were no root, it had roots, but there was no hole.
Oh, it was just laying on the beach?
Where did that come from? I wonder where it actually fell. Like there's a lot of damage
off an island
there.
Somewhere.
So, wow, yeah.
Huh.
It was interesting to walk around there and see. And I haven't checked out the bell down at the lighthouse, but they are, looking for people to get it cleaned up for them. And
yeah. Chicken pot pie down to King Row this week.
That's not gluten-free for you, though.
No, it's not.
But I bet that's
yummy. It sure sounds good, though, doesn't it?
It does, especially on this cold day. That sounds perfect.
Yeah. I hope the government helps these people live along the shore here, the fishermen especially.
Yes.
With the January storms. I mean, none of those guys had probably insurance on their dogs and stuff. Probably couldn't get it if you wanted it.
Right. And now with these floods, they're really going to have a hard time getting it.
Yeah, I think, the Chamber has raised a little money here for this Midcoast Strong program.
Yes.
And I think we're going to decide tomorrow who we're going to give it to.
Oh,
so
that's exciting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And
here's the Lincoln boys. They have a lot to be proud of.
Boy, they sure do.
And it was so fun following all the signs that Seth put up in town, and they had the little basketballs with all the players.
I heard there was
coaches' names.
Was it 20 or 30 pieces of Hagen equipment that was out on the road? I wish somebody, if anybody out there has video, even cell phone video of that, please get hold of me at the station, because we did that pep rally, which we had a ton of fun doing, but we'd like to add that to it. We've had like 400 people check it out on the internet.
Oh, that's awesome.
I just want to have it so we can share it put it together, and we can share it next year, going into the basketball season.
That's perfect.
So it'd be kind of a preseason type thing. So
yeah, that galley boy,
yeah, those kids.
He was on fire. There was no stopping him that day.
Those kids have worked unbelievably hard, and it's going to take. There's no shame in finishing second to them, because those kids. It's going to take an awful good team.
Yep.
Any team at any class to beat these guys.
Absolutely.
I think they're probably if not the best team, one of the best teams in the state.
So the wrestlers who we've been following also, tomorrow they're going down to New England. That's in Rhode Island. So good luck to Adam, and then we have Jaden and Jacoby.
Yeah.
So they're all competing. So that's super exciting for them.
Yeah.
And we have a little youth hockey. That's something we don't see a lot in our community.
The Maine Moose Hockey 10 travel team.
Yep.
Say that 10 times quick. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, American Legion, they're doing a good job down there. They've raised a bunch of money for veterans and doing stuff down there.
Absolutely, always giving away money and looking for ways to support the community.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And there's some of your pictures from your pep rally. That was fantastic.
Yeah, kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of fun stuff.
Seth Hager, look at how ready he is. He almost matches his hat. He's pretty excited.
I said to Seth, I said, you know, if this dirt digging deal doesn't work out and this fireman thing doesn't work out for you, my daughter needs a cheerleading coach. You'll probably qualify.
Yeah, he's got a deep talent, right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Another Jeff Bradbury fishing tournament coming up Saturday.
That.
Yeah. And it looks like the ice is going to be safe enough.
Yes,
yeah.
They were smart. It used to be earlier in the year, and you know, to put it off till March, that was a great idea.
They finally got some ice in February.
Yep.
Nick DePatsy, he got nominated to coach.
Yeah, that's exciting.
4 times he's done that.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seeing all the kids who are going to be part of it.
A couple kids from Booth Bay and Lincoln and
Luke
Dominic.
And then Gabe. Yep, that's exciting.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Not much on the back page is it? Lincoln County Republicans, they're going to celebrate Lincoln Day.
Yep.
Whoopee.
They already did. It was already Lincoln Day.
It's always been Lincoln Day. It's always been Lincoln Day. Well, I suppose we got a glance at the back page here. We've got a couple of minutes here.
Oh, yeah, because we talked about this last week. We had King Iders going viral.
And I didn't know what you were talking about, really. I'll be honest, Sally.
Keep up.
Well, you know, I'm a husband, so we haven't got half a clue most of the time anyway.
Okay, fair.
So, you know, you understand that.
I'm 100%.
So, I did not realize that they got that, what's her name?
Kim Kardashian and Khloe shared it, and so it was all the rage. But it's pretty funny. It's just fun, you know, when you see that something that was on the street of Damascotta made it out to LA, and then to how many different viewers. It just keeps it fun, you know, and it gets the staff and the people who go there.
I'm relating more to an overripe banana.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Yeah. That cabinet maker,
they're beautiful.
She's a beautiful stuff, isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful.
Probably out of my price range. But if it was up to me, I'd probably still living out of boxes. But thank God I have a wife that
See?
puts cupboards together. You know?
She just needs to come home and take care of you.
I'm going to have the house spotless. When I pick her up tomorrow night, the cleaning lady's going to come in tomorrow.
Oh, that's why. Okay,
yes,
smart.
absolutely. I'm going to have the laundry
You're
all done.
Smart enough to have that all done.
Dishwasher's going to be empty.
Yep.
No leftover food in the refrigerator. I'm going to get that cleaned out.
Perfect.
I'm going to be shining come Saturday morning.
Excellent.
I'll pick her up at midnight, so she really won't get much of an inspection.
So she'll be tired and won't notice.
That's
and then
right.
You have
She would just go to bed. And Saturday morning, when she's having a coffee, she'll be looking around. Yeah, Toby, we'll be on our best behavior, won't we, Toby?
There's a fundraiser that happens at the Y every year, the Serving to Prevent Homelessness, that Stepping Stones does. So that will be March 9th. So please come out and support. There's auction items and a bunch of things. So.
Yeah, also on March 9th, we've got the badges.
What badges?
Up to Lincoln Academy. The Battle of the Badges.
Oh,
with
yes,
the
that
police
game.
and the
That looks fun.
EMTs and all that, the firemen and all that.
Yeah, and isn't this Saturday is their auction at Lincoln Academy.
I don't know about
there's
that.
There's a lot going on, yeah.
But next week, we're going to film that. We're going to live stream that Battle of the Badges. So next Saturday, it will be basketball for...
They're going to have Billy Smith out there, I hope?
I don't know. I would imagine. Officer Bill.
That's great.
My grandkids get so excited to see Officer Bill.
Well, who doesn't? He's pretty fun.
Yeah. A lot of babies born here.
I noticed.
You notice that?
Yeah, that's great for our future, right?
Yeah. Well, we got to wrap it up, Sal.
All right.
The South Bristol Gazette, they had their spelling bee down there. And it's all good stuff. The divorce column, even a bunch of divorces this week. And I wasn't in there, thank you. Folks, we want to say thank you to our special guest host, Miss Sal Farrell from the YMCA. Sally, thank you so much for setting in.
Of course, thanks for having me. We always have fun and the time flies by.
It does. We always have a good time. So, behaving behind the camera, TV Toby, I'm Larry Sidelinger. I'm going to be gone next week. Bobby's on his own. He's going to have to find his own host and guest and whole thing.
Figure it out.
And TV Toby. We'll see you next time, folks. Time's up. Bye-bye. Goodbye.
LCTV is your nonprofit community media station. Please donate at lctv.org to keep us strong. Thank you.
Chase Tree and Tractor Service with 25 years of experience in tree removal. serving the Midcoast of Maine, licensed and insured Maine arborist, whether it's a pesky blowdown or a hard-to-get tree that needs removal. When you need an experienced professional, Jake Chase is the man for the job. Call 207-242-8961 or email him at chasetreeandtractorservice.jc@gmail.com.